The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
It's almost Halloween.
Oh my God, I cannot wait.
Halloween.
We go to Niagara Falls and then I come home.
Halloween.
And then I don't wear a costume. I don't know what to do. Well, you have me inspired to actually wear a costume at Niagara Falls.
It's not really a costume. It's like furry
you're dressed
ears.
up. You're getting dressed up.
I'm wearing ears.
I'm going to wear like a bodysuit of sorts.
Okay.
Like a skeleton bodysuit
Well,
or
that's just
something.
as much,
Right?
you know.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's something good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hi, babe.
Hi, Scout.
guys.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everybody. Hopefully, last week's episode was good for you guys.
I know.
Whatever. It's a new day. It's a new time.
We're getting a lot of positive feedback. So we're thank you all for your support and love. And we appreciate you very, very, very much.
Yes.
And that's all we're going to say about that.
Mm-hmm. And we are so excited. Someone that makes me feel fucking amazing. And I love you so much. And you always pick me up when I'm down. And I fucking love this man so much. He means the world to me.
I love him.
So
We have a
guys,
guest on
we're just gonna get right to
today,
it.
This morning, Tyler.
Maine. Woo!
How you guys
Oh my
doing?
God. Good. How are you?
Good. Long time no see.
Tyler, are you nervous about this episode right now?
Look at him.
Ready.
You're ready? You're ready? You're ready? Okay, so we posted on our Talk Scary to Me Instagram that you are coming on and we have a few fan questions for you.
Okay.
Wait, are you
All right.
are you gonna see the new Halloween, Tyler?
Maybe eventually. I watched the other one on the plane, and I was like,
Everybody watched it on the plane.
Yeah, everyone. I did
everyone.
too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm kind of partial to ours. You know.
Yeah, of course. What did you think about the last one? And we'll tell you what we thought about this one.
So you guys have questions?
Okay, got it. Noted. Yes, we feel the same way.
So should we tell him about the movie first? And
nah, let's go do
just do
questions.
questions. Okay, we don't want to talk about Halloween Ends anymore.
Tyler's like, I'm not in it. We're not in it. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. So okay. Let's break the ice. Give me some of these questions.
All right. Okay. Well, these are great. They're
very
normal. Very normal. No, so this is from Keith. Since your part was mainly body language, was it written in the script or was there flexibility with playing Michael Myers?
Oh, there's flexibility. You know, I mean, I had to figure out how I was going to transition from the asylum to the full-on attack killing machine, and that kind of happened. It evolved. Like when I was in the asylum, I was kind of slouching and shuffling, and then I got the suit from Big Joe Grizzly, you know, and then got back and put the mask on, and then then we're in the basement to start it all off, and then it was like, okay, it's on. Here's Michael Myers.
Did Rob notice what you were doing, or did he give you any direction when it came to that, like more here, less here, or was that just all you?
That was just me. You know, I mean, we would talk about the kills in the morning, about how we were gonna do it and set it up and pull it off the best, and then which was great. It was collaborative because I mean, Rob is an entertainer himself, so he realizes give the people room to do their thing, and then we would just go out and do it. You know.
That's awesome. I forget, like in the script, it wasn't written like Michael Myers slouches or looks left or Michael Myers.
No.
I don't remember. It just said Michael Myers is there.
Yeah, right. He's just
Michael
around the
Myers
corner.
stands. Yeah. So you literally have to like develop a sense of. So did you watch other movies and go, okay, this is the speed Michael Myers is. This is.
Well, I watched them all except for Halloween 3 because
He's not in it.
Yeah. So, but I watched all of them, and then I wanted to kick it up a notch. So, you know, and I wanted to make them more aggressive, more modern day, and I think that's what we all did, you know.
Yeah. What
I
was
got
the
tired
difficulty?
chasing you two guys. That's the difficulty
fast.
right there. I know. I
We're
know.
fast.
It's not the kills that are hard. It's
Yeah.
chasing our asses around the goddamn house.
So would you
Right?
say that that's one of the difficulties of playing Michael Myers? What was like some of the difficulties?
Who
the-
fights you harder?
Whoa!
Me or
Now
Scout?
we're gonna have a fight, bro. You died.
Who
bitch.
gave you more
bitch,
bruises?
You died.
Not in the
Well,
first
I-
one.
You
bitch.
died,
I-
bitch. I survived.
I
gonna
tell
fight.
you, Danielle, you're a spitfire. You like that scene we did in that bedroom. That it just kind of like the
Oh yeah.
man. I had to time that just right because you'd be gone. I'd be like, you understand that Michael Myers walks, right? You know, and Danielle's
I'm like, I ain't fucking waiting for you.
Yeah, right.
I'm out.
So I had to time it. You know, it's like rolling camera. I'd be reaching for you right then.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd go after you before action even started, just to try and get a shot.
Hightailing it out of that room.
I know that was like really hard for me playing Laurie Strode because I was like, so essentially, Michael always is like right there on Laurie. Like it's just right there, close. It's just always like we're on top of each other. And I
Right.
was just like, man, that's hard because you can't really do anything,
Right,
you know?
right.
And
I
not
know.
like your character. I can't, you know,
Couldn't
it's like,
fight.
yeah, you can't fight.
I
You can
know.
fight a little bit, but like you've got to be like,
Yeah.
like
Right
you know.
there.
Yeah.
So it's
And
like trying to.
You know, and I think my approach on Michael Myers is a little different than maybe some of the other guys that played it. Like, because I was always trying to reunite with you, Scout. You know, it's like
Yeah.
we're family. You know, I was like, hey, come on, man, we're family. Just cut the bullshit. you
Love
know?
me. Just love,
Love
me.
me.
Good to see you're a fighter, but family is forever. Okay, come on. You know.
I mean,
But,
it's a little, you know, like that kind of family member you don't really want around you, Tyler. You don't really want that kind of family, you know, that support. I don't know.
yeah, we all have them in our families. You know.
We do.
Maybe not to
okay,
that
so-
extent, but
So Nikki is asking favorite kill that you delivered or favorite kill in the Halloween series. Who was your
Oh.
favorite person to kill?
well, I'm gonna have to say the nurse at the opening of Halloween 2
Mm.
Cool.
and Danielle. That's
Yeah,
like their
yeah.
close runners up because there was a lot of
Nice.
blood in
Ooh.
that bathroom. There
Oh
was
my
a lot
God.
of blood in that bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, we trashed that bedroom before we got to the bathroom too.
Yeah.
I wish more of it would have been in there, but you know, is what it is.
Do you remember the script didn't have anything? Didn't have that scene, right? We've talked about it
No,
on
I know,
panels
I know. And then
before.
it's like, if I'm remembering correctly, it was a couple of days ago. That Rob, he said like just destroy the bedroom, didn't he?
Just
Or
destroy the
something like-
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
destroy the room.
Yeah, he's like, I'll just
Yeah.
roll, and you guys just fight each other. And we were like,
Oh, great.
great, yeah. And you're like, and remember you saying like, what can I break? Like, what can I actually destroy, and what can I not? Like, what are we gonna throw at each other? How are we gonna do
Right.
this?
Right.
I'll throw you here. I'm gonna throw the dresser. I'm gonna do da 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 da, and then we
Yeah.
just fucking
I
trash
pick-
that room.
I pick you up nicely and I put you on the bed, throw you on the bed, and you just take a drawer from the dresser and wing it at me or something. I'm like, holy shit, come on, let's fight fair.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking destroy this room.
what was the hardest one for you? You would say the first one or the second one?
Physically, the
Because
second one.
your shit's always like been physical. Like
Yeah.
you were the physical man. So
Yeah.
so did you do most of your stunts? I know a lot of people are asking. Did you do most of your stunts?
Do you have a stunt double?
Well, I did all of them except for the fall off the roof. And I
Yeah.
think there was one thing in the pool because I had to go do an audition for something else. And of course, you know, the guy falls off the roof and hurts the stunt double.
God, so crazy.
I was like, oh my God. I think he sent her to the hospital, didn't he, or something?
Wait,
or-
what
Yeah.
happened? Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
she,
tell me the
she
story.
broke her back.
Who?
So the fall. So I'll let Tyler.
Yeah. I wasn't there, but I heard about it. The fall off the balcony that
Okay. Yeah,
I'm supposed to dive and get Scout, and we boom go down,
right.
and they were going into boxes, and I guess the stunt double landed right on the Lori stunt
girl.
Oh
double,
shit.
and sent
Yeah,
her to
so
the hospital.
It was
So it
supposed to
was
be the
like-
other way around. Lori
well,
was
he's-
supposed to fall
Yeah,
onto
yeah,
the
yeah.
stunt man.
Yeah,
And
Was the double as big as you, Tyler?
no, he's a little smaller, but I mean,
Smaller,
like,
but still,
when it
she's
was-
tiny.
yeah, when it was set up on coming off the top balcony at it looks okay. But I mean, like, I kind of feel bad because I kind of think I should have done it myself, because it was no really worse than any fall that we would have done in wrestling. It's
Right.
going into the boxes. I would at least turned and tried to protect her. But
Yeah.
but
What do
I
you
draw the
think
line.
when-
I draw the line. I don't like getting set on fire, and I don't like falling off of roofs. So
Yeah. No, that's good.
Okay,
Gotta
well,
draw the line.
this is actually a question. I've always respected your stunt work. What stunts tend to be the hardest and most time consuming?
well, setting up a fight scene with an actor is
Yeah.
is tough. It's tough because they're all like, "Oh, I want it real," and I'm like, "Oh God!" As soon as I hear that, I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
gonna look horrible,
yeah.
and it's gonna be, So then I just try and take control of the situation, and it's like the Ken, Big Joe Grizzly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken Forey.
It was
Oh my
like,
God! Tell me about that scene. Did you guys just went
They
at it,
destroyed
Yeah.
or how
Well,
much
I
rehearsal?
It was-
it.
I controlled the chaos.
Okay.
We did it the first time, and he came out charging because I wanted to be real, and of course I had the slippers on, and there's the
shit.
crap all over the floor, so I slid backwards. and
Your
I'm
feet
like,
look great. Your feet look beautiful.
Gonna put you on
So I
OnlyFans.
said to the prop guys, I said, "Hey, you guys got any Stickum?"
Mhm.
And they're like, "Oh, okay, here we go." So I said,
Uh-oh.
"Spray the bottom of my shoes." So that
Yeah.
next time he ran into me, I didn't move because I was,
Ah.
Shit.
and then I just made sure I drove him back, and then I grabbed. If you watch it, it's me holding his arm, and I'm just destroying everything. I'm using my body to destroy everything,
Dang.
And we destroyed the toilet, we destroyed the stall, we destroyed everything, and it was kind of cool because he was laying on the ground in a pool of blood after I stabbed him and that. And Rob goes, "Wow, this breakaway stuff is great." And they go, "You're
It's not
replacing the
breakaway.
bathroom."
Did you guys actually leave him on set? I heard a rumor that you guys left Ken on set. Is that actually, did that happen?
I was just like, because Wayne Toth was working the blood, I was like, I shut the lights out, because we were going to lunch. I said, "Let's go."
And they left him laying there on the bathroom floor
Covered
in
in
blood.
blood.
There for about 10 minutes.
Oh my God. I'd be so mad at you if you did that to me.
That's so
I'd be so mad at you.
but yeah, Wayne's a sweetheart. So he's like, "I got to go get him." I go, "Don't you dare."
I wonder who got Ken.
He probably just got up.
He was like, wait,
No,
what?
he
the
went,
hell?
he went back and got him after a
Oh
while.
my
a little while.
God.
So it was like,
That is hilarious.
Every time I see those bathroom scenes where I know that was a real bathroom, I get like grossed out because I'm always thinking like, God, what if I had to do a scene in a toilet stall of a real gas station toilet and laying on that floor in
Ugh.
blood, like in
Ugh.
what has been pissed on
They
by God?
cleaned
No.
it.
It doesn't matter. It's fucking disgusting. It was a real it's a real toilet, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it's disgusting. Ew. In a men's room at a gas station.
Yeah, that's
Gross.
disgusting. Were you in the men's room or were you in the females? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I think we were in.
Hopefully the females.
Yeah. I don't know. Females are worse than fucking men.
Oh yeah, no, there's some
Female are
nasty.
dirty. They're
yeah,
dirty.
but there's not
Yeah.
piss all over the floor at least.
You be fucking surprised.
Really?
I used to clean like yoga studios to get free yoga, like at Core
Oh my
Power.
God.
I would clean. And the females' bathrooms were a lot worse than the men's.
Women are disgusting.
Well, yeah.
Fucking
Guys
gross.
only piss
Hair-
on the floor by mistake. You guys do it on
Yeah,
purpose.
on purpose.
You have to. I mean, you have
We're
to.
like,
'cause how
yeah,
else
you're
does
like,
that
what?
get-
Oh, what? Yeah.
How else does
You
that
can't
happen?
control it. You have to hover.
Right?
Okay, so somebody's asking, would you ever return a Sabretooth for MCU?
I would love to take another shot at Sabretooth and dive
Yeah.
into the character properly. But like that first one, there was just so many characters that they were introducing, and they had to figure out who they were going to focus on. You got Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, Halle Berry, all of these people, Hugh, and everything. And I mean, Sabretooth was kind of a little bit
Who
below
was
them.
who was the nicest out of that group on set?
Yeah. Tell
All-
some X-Men stories.
Everybody?
Shit, all of them were just fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Ian-
great.
And they
Ian
all
was
work
great.
together well?
Yeah, from what I saw, yeah.
Can you tell us some
And then-
X-Men stories?
Well, like
I want that one. That one.
That one.
Pass me a chocolate bar. I want that
Well,
story.
Eat it in the mic.
I mean, there's a few of them. Well, Brian Singer was pitching a fit one day when we were up in the tower,
Uh-huh.
and it was Ian and I were up there, and it was hot, and he goes, "Oh my God!" And he leans out of the tower and he goes, "You're making us look bad, my dear boy." And I'm like, "Okay," and that just shut him up, you know. It's like-
Oh no.
Wow.
So I was like, "All right, good, yeah." No, and I
Aw.
just do silly little things like, I'd bug James, like I put a apple box by his sink in his trailer so that he could reach his sink. Just
Oh my God, amazing.
you know, I just do stupid things like that.
You had trailer wars. Do you remember our trailer wars? Our trailers were connected
Oh shit.
to one another,
Oh.
so
Okay.
we shared
You shook it
we
and
shared a
did.
wall of
Triangles.
our
Oh,
bathrooms.
God.
Yeah.
Our bathrooms.
Isn't that always uncomfortable when you're like, you hear the door closed and you
You know
hear
they're
the other
gonna-
person on their phone in the bathroom because you know they're like pooping in
Yeah,
there and you're
yeah.
like, I'm
Yeah.
listening to everything and you know they're sitting in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, every time Tyler went into the bathroom, I was like, "Hey Tyler, are you taking a shit?"
I'm dropping a deuce.
I would always like. I have videos. I have videos on my old YouTube of me literally bothering Tyler through the bathroom wall, and he's like, "Shut up!" I'm like, what are you doing in there, man? Are you taking a poo poo or are you peeing?
And you try to shake the trailer. I'm like,
Oh
what
yeah,
are you-
I would go like
what
this.
the
I
hell?
go, woo,
I'd be
woo.
like, yeah. And then I shook it the one time. You're like, stop.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I was trying to take a nap when
Oh
you were
my
doing that. I was like, I'm trying to sleep. So a lot of people are asking, why did you leave your wrestling career? What was
Holy shit. I mean, after 11 and a half years of it, traveling all over the world, you know, I was like, I realized I wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a hard life. It's a really tough life. I mean, a lot of the guys that I was on the road with are gone now, you know, and it's sad. It's just, so I always knew I was figuring out how to get out of there from the beginning, you know, because like as a little kid growing up in Canada, I would watch the wrestling in the morning on Saturdays, and I'd start watching action movies until I had to go back to school on Monday morning, you know, so I knew I was going to try and transition.
How did you get into wrestling? Like how was that? Did it start as I don't know this story, like a little boy? Like how did this all come about?
Well, I would watch Stampede Wrestling all the time, you know, and then I was tall, skinny kid, glasses, braces, dyslexic in Canada, and that's what I wanted to do. And everybody's like, good luck, you know? And so I started working out and did martial arts and stuff like that, and then went and played semi-pro football and then transitioned into the wrestling. I said, I'm going to go take a shot at wrestling. I went to see Stu Hart, and he's like, hey, kid, come here. Yeah, you'll be great. So, you know, so that's where I
That's so
started
cool.
in Stu Hart's basement, getting stretched.
What was your favorite match that you ever had? Your favorite one?
I used to love wrestling with Davey Boy Smith all the time. Because he
Oh,
was
cool.
wrestling with Vader, and then Vader got hurt, and then they sent me in to finish the tour with him, and he said, "Oh God, thank you," you know, because it's supposed to be done easily. But
Yeah.
another one of my favorite matches would be the Tokyo Dome with Andre the Giant.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I was one of the last people in '93 to wrestle.
Oh my
Wow.
God, that's awesome.
How does the rehearsal process work for wrestling? Who comes up with the storyline? Do the producers come up with a story for the match?
You know, sometimes like back in the day, it's just like, okay, you know, you're going over, you got 10 minutes, give us something, you know, and then it was our job to just come up with the stuff, you know, or
Wow.
you know, beating you with his finish or whatever. And then we just do it. You just have a match, you know, it's changed now. It's totally scripted. A lot of it's scripted, but back in the day, it was great. You know, we just go in there, walk and talk.
What's the have you ever been on in a match with another wrestler that forgot what you guys had planned and
Yeah.
did something that hurt you?
That happens all the time.
It
you know,
does.
but yeah, I mean, if you come out of there without something really hurting, you're doing good, you know. You got 300 pounders picking each other up and dropping
Right.
yourselves on your head. Things are going to hurt,
Ugh.
but that is a controlled chaos. It's the fans that create the shit, can cause the problems. Like in South Africa, we were in Durban, South Africa, and a riot started. And me and my
Whoa.
tag partner were stuck in the ring for about 45 minutes with people throwing chairs, bottles, rocks at us.
What?
And then gunfire erupted. And finally, a female police officer came down to the ring and said, "You guys got to get the hell out of here," because we were just holding up chairs, trying to deflect shit and stay as low as we could. And oh yeah.
What started that? What was it about?
We were wrestling Tiger Singh and his brother or son or something like that, and got color, and then he left the ring, and everybody got pissed off because they didn't get back at us, so they were like, "We're gonna take it on ourselves to finish this," because they chickened out because all the chairs started flying and shit, and they're running for their lives.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People are fucking nuts.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not even just in the industry.
when they
People are
get heated up about stuff, yeah, it can be crazy.
So
Yeah.
Tyler, not that I want to know about this, but like, whatever. How are the groupies?
Did you have a lot of?
Are there
Did you have
any groupies? Oh God! Really come
Has to
layers.
be.
Were there any groupies? There had to have been so many groupies.
There are groupies. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. Yeah.
Did you ever hook up with
how
a
many
fan?
groupies did you
No.
hook up
Did you
with?
hook up with a fan on
Come
tour?
on, Tyler.
No.
Never.
No.
Never? I don't believe that. I'm calling
No.
BS on that. Damn, what a good boy over there.
Did you have a girlfriend when
Yes.
you were like
Look
at
at
the
him,
height?
chug some wine. He's like, "Bah."
That's water. He's getting all stressed out now.
Joking over here.
I mean, how do you not? Like, would you see like the same like women at all these matches?
Oh yeah, when you're on a tour, they'll follow you from city to city.
I mean, the tall,
it's
skinny
crazy.
boy with glasses. Like, how do you not take advantage of that opportunity when you become a big, famous wrestler?
Just saying.
They weren't hot enough, or were you just like a good? You're just like a good guy that wasn't really into that kind of stuff, or both.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay, the next question just get deeper and deeper. So let's go.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. Actually, someone wrote on here, and I don't know the context of it, but he said best advice for someone going through a bad heartbreak and wants to give up.
Oh, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Everyone goes through heartbreak. It just makes
So,
us stronger.
This is
Well,
the
give
man
up.
that I.
Give up on the person because that
Yeah.
person ain't meant to be. Like I'll tell
That's
you,
right.
I went through my first marriage and it was horrible.
Did you know before you got married that there were a lot of red flags?
Well, you know what? You go into that dumb and blind and you go, "Oh, this is going to be great. I can change that person. It'll be wonderful."
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
we get on our own, well, then that's when it gets worse,
Mm-hmm.
And I think the only reason we stayed together was because I was on the road all the time, 200 some odd days a year, most of the time, 300 days a year wrestling. And then, it gets to the point where you're just like, I got to get out of this. Either that I'm going to go down the bowl with her in the toilet, or I'm going to cling to the top, pull myself out and start anew, and that's what I
Yeah.
did. And that's where
That's the thing.
smartest
is
thing
like
I ever did.
people get used to feeling shitty. Like in
Yeah.
relationships, they just make bed in these like awful
Yeah.
feelings.
I think this is the way
And
it's
it
the best it's
doesn't
going to
need
be.
to be like
it's,
that.
It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I mean, you gotta be whole yourself, but then when you're trying to make another person whole as a team, you both got to be strong and have your shit together. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, we've got
Because-
one life. I say this all the time. We've got one
One
life.
life. Yep.
What are we gonna
Yeah.
choose? How are we gonna choose to be as people
Yeah.
to one another?
Yeah.
And how are we gonna choose in a
Yeah.
But,
relationship
when,
equally?
when you're and I probably should have got out of it a lot sooner than I did. But you're
How
sitting
long
there
were you married
thinking
for?
you're gonna what?
How many years were you married?
Oh, well, I think it was like 15 years or
Holy
more.
shit.
So yeah, and then because you're like, if I get a divorce, I'm gonna lose everything I worked for. And this was right at the end of towards the end of my wrestling career. So I'm like, I did all that work for nothing, and that's what happens with a lot of wrestlers. They'll go through all that shit, and then at the end they'll just end up getting divorced and they'll be left with nothing. And
That's
I was like,
so crazy.
That's so
I was like,
nuts.
I don't want that.
It's
you
so
know?
nuts.
And
It
then,
is. It is. It
and
is crazy though, because like the cliche they say, it's like, you know, you went through that to get to exactly where you are now. I mean, if you hadn't gone through that, would you have met Renee? You know,
yeah.
it's
Oh
like,
no, I definitely wouldn't
it's
have.
crazy.
So yeah,
it's
everything.
so nuts.
Here's my motto in life and in business is everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes it takes a long time to find out what that reason is, but everything happens for a reason. You know,
Yeah, you'll
I
have
don't
your
think I
aha
was.
moment.
Yeah, I don't think I was ready for Renee back then. You know, so
Yeah. Renee is his beautiful, beautiful, strong, fucking hot, sexy
Awesome
wife.
that we love.
Fucking love her, man. She's so smart. I love her. I
She
love
is.
her.
You lucked out,
I-
dude.
I
She
adore
lucked
know,
out
her.
I know.
too. She lucked out too.
Yeah,
well,
she-
no, I don't know if you asked her. Probably I'm the lucky one.
She's like, wait a minute. She's like, what did I do here? What did I get myself into?
Oh,
my
she
God.
loves him.
All right, we have something here.
So I got this question, and I'm wondering. Speaking of, I'm just gonna get your advice on it.
It just
Ooh,
turned
went
Halloween
dark.
here.
Why did you
You
just
just
go
dim the
dark? What
lighting.
happened
Yeah.
over there? If you're
You're-
watching on our Patreon, Tyler's light just
you're-
went off.
You're starting on the tricky questions, so it's.
No, these
Yeah,
are-
it's like
we're keeping them. We're keeping them.
No, actually,
lovely, not.
I was really hot lit before, and then one of my things fell and kicked out my light. So now I just have my top Halloween light going. So.
You look good.
You've got your shirt looks like a robe in this light, and you
It
look
does,
like
doesn't it?
a
It looks like
a
I'm-
little
I need a cigar.
cozy. Yes, little Hugh Hefner action. I love it in the mountains. Okay, so this person says, "Hi, so I'm currently having an issue with my fiance. His love language is touch, and I'm words of affirmation, with touch a close second. I'm constantly giving him foot massages, beard and back scratches, and everything. He works pretty hard and has foot problems, and I try to do as much as I can. My issue is he doesn't give me what I need in the whole love language aspect. He only tells me I'm pretty if I ask. I do my makeup and I ask if he likes it, and he says, yeah, you look great, but really doesn't go out of his way to ever compliment me. I've told him how my self-esteem has been bad lately due to gaining weight, and it's almost like nothing changes. When he tells me that I'm pretty or something, I ask him what about me makes me pretty, because I don't get those regular compliments from him, and I'm honestly starting to feel very unattractive. He never answers and gets quiet and really irritated. Again, we've talked about our love languages, and I know that I know his and he knows mine. I feel like I'm giving way more than I'm getting. I know he loves me because he's very sweet and considerate and takes me to try new things, and I'm always included in everything that he does. He has gotten me a lot of things that I haven't asked for and treats me great besides the lack of compliments. I don't know if I'm being too sensitive. This is the first person I've ever really seen a future with, and I'm not planning on throwing it away. I don't know what I'm looking for exactly. It just has been a very difficult night. What do you do when your needs aren't being met?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, she's got to dig deep down and look at herself too, right? You know, and see what how she feels about herself. Because it sounds like she's having some issues with self-confidence too, a little bit. And just deal with that first, you know?
Do you think we rely too much on the other person to make us feel something about ourselves that we need to find on our own?
I think a lot of us, you know, want to get the compliments and say, oh yeah, you know, I'm with you for X, Y, and Z, but you have to feel it inside first and be confident yourself to bring that to the table. You know what I mean? Did I answer that kind of?
Yeah, it's good.
correctly?
It does.
It's like-
It bleeds in.
Yeah.
Like I used to struggle with a lot of insecurity issues, and I didn't ever realize that my insecurity is bleeding in to my partner. And like, you know, there's, like you said, there was something that I needed to do work on myself and find happiness within myself and, you know, be comfortable with my body and who I am before I could, you know, like I just didn't know I was putting so much on my partner that I could actually fix myself. And you know, there's also like communication. She is communicating with him.
Yeah.
But I do understand what Tyler's saying, because I've been that person too.
What's your love language, Tyler? Do you know what love language options are? What's your love language?
Oh, I know Tyler's love language.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it
I
touch?
said I
Yeah.
told her once I love her, That's it. That's good enough. No.
I know,
No.
Tyler.
No, I don't know. Renee and I are our special thing. You know, and it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are like
Um,
the sweet things you do for her? Are
Oh,
you a
I-
romantic? Like what? Like
I'll,
what's
you
your
know,
like?
if I know she's having a shitty day, sometimes I'll just bring her flowers and stuff, and you know, just
Aw.
do stuff like that, and you know, give her neck rubs and back rubs and stuff, and because I know she's what she does is stressful in that, you know. But getting back to the other girls thing is, she should maybe pull back a bit on the foot massages and stuff, and then let
Yeah.
him come to the table a bit more too. I mean, it's a give and take thing here, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
relationships are not easy. Now,
But
if
do you
they're-
think that's
if
like
they're
a
engaged-
game? Do you think that's a game though?
No, no, because
like-
no, like I mean, from
Like
what
I'm gonna pull back to see what you do because
Well,
you're not giving me what I
what-
want, so I'm not gonna give you what you want.
I'll tell you what's happening. He's busting his ass to make a living, and whether he's standing on his feet all day or whatever, and his feet hurt and his back hurts or whatever, and you know, he's putting himself through hell to try and make money. So he's like, you should get it. You know what I mean? That's a guy thing. Guys are like,
Mm.
I did it.
It's like I
you
watched the
know?
breakup yesterday. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
Literally the
so-
same thing.
So, but guys have got to, and I think, you know, that comes with age too. It's like I'm trying to be more caring and sympathetic. You know what I mean? Than the
Yeah.
big tough
That
badass. You know, it's like ah.
yeah, that's definitely like a thing with Tom and I. I'm always like, you don't need to be this big strong man for me. Sometimes I just need like a little like, you know, I'm very fragile. I'm an emotional fucking boat. So I need you to sometimes come down to that level and not try to have to fix me or help
Well,
me.
that's a
Just
man
kinda-
thing.
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
a man
Yeah,
thing. But
it is, and but you know, but it's the same thing too. Is a guy doesn't want to admit that he's broken or that
Yeah.
he's, you know, and it's tough. Like, because I mean, for what we do, that's what we do. We wear our hearts on our sleeve, and it's just a bunch of, you know.
yeah, and I talk
But-
about this all. We've talked about this all the time. I mean, I am not a man, so I can't. You know, like I the only understanding that I can have is like growing up as a boy, like with that stigma around what a man should be. That's tough.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
think that it's portrayed one way. Like this,
Right.
man takes care of this, man does this. I couldn't imagine.
I mean, it's the same for a woman, though.
Yeah.
You know, we're told where our place should be, and that's just not the way the world is anymore.
Yeah, totally.
But that
Yeah,
doesn't mean
it's
it's like
not.
we were on the plane yesterday, and I went. Someone was trying to help me with my bag, and then I was like, "No, I got it," and pulled it
he
down, and he
said-
was like, "Oh, you don't, guess you don't
you
need
don't
a
need a
man."
man?
And I was like, turned around and go, "Oh yes, I do. Oh yes, I do.
She's like, I need a man.
I need a man. Like, of course. I mean, who doesn't need a man? Who doesn't need a woman? Who doesn't want a man? Who doesn't want a woman? Like, we all have a lot to offer, but roles have changed and made it complicated. So,
But the thing is, like,
Unfortunately.
when you're traveling and doing stuff like that, you got to go into survival mode, or you know, you got to get from point A to point B. And when you're traveling a lot, like we do, it becomes something like you're going to do it with or without somebody. It's like, oh yeah, carry my bags. No, don't touch
Yeah.
my shit. It's my shit.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, at least
Yeah, I
that's the way
got it.
feel about it. Yeah.
It was so funny because like when I was talking to Danielle, because I mean Tyler knows I'm bisexual, but like when I dated women, I kind of took on what you would think a man role would be. I was way more like I was doing the stuff for my partner, and now when I'm with a man, it's like oh yay, I just like sit back and Tom does everything for me, you know.
But I was saying
it's
if
just
her
so
and I were
funny.
in a relationship, I think I would be the man. Only because I like to I got it. Let me
You're the
take
mom-
care of
you
you. I got
like to
because
take
I'm
care.
a mom. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Let me. I got you. Like this. You know.
Then
let
I'll
me make
take
you
care of you in
breakfast. Let me
bed.
do this. Oh, okay.
Tyler's like I gotta go. The connection.
Yeah, the connection's bad.
That girl.
I do have a bisexual question.
Let's go.
I'm curious because we were talking about this because I had I get a lot of women order like a lot of sexy pictures from us, And I don't know if they're gay or straight or whatever, who cares? But women usually are ballsier about being like, that's hot, I want that. Where a man is a
Yeah.
little more like, oh, is it going to be perceived weird if I want that picture or whatever? And we're like, that's what they're fucking there for.
Every
Who
time
cares?
I'm at a con and someone's like struggling, I'm like, it's okay.
You can just pick that one. It's
I
okay.
know you want that one.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm in my underwear and I feel
fine.
comfortable.
I
But-
have it out here for a reason.
I get that all the time with my sexy
You
Michael
do,
Myers ring by
yeah.
the grave. You know, I got my.
You holding an
Yeah.
axe, an
Yeah.
axe over your shoulder,
But
shirtless.
when you're bi, are you or gay? Are you looking at a picture as a woman of another woman and like, is that turning you on? Like, what are you like? I know guys come, they get these pictures. I know what they're probably doing with them. Like, women don't really. You're not women that are gay or bi are not looking at a photo of another woman and like masturbating, correct?
It's
Just a photo,
no,
not a photo.
No, not a
a
photo.
video, yes.
But it depends. Like if I like have like the last time I've ever felt like with a woman when I was like, oh my god, I was like woo was I was at a set actually in Albuquerque, and I was helping an old friend of mine on set, and there was a production. I think she was what was she? I think she was
remember
like
you
part of
talking
the
about
yeah
her.
the stunts.
but it's that energy.
It was the energy.
Yeah.
It's an energy. Yeah. No, I don't think if I saw a photo of her, I'd be like, "Boo." Unless it was like Michelle Rodriguez. Then yeah, sure.
Do you have any hall passes? If you could have
Yeah,
a
do you
hall
have a hall
pass,
pass?
Tyler, who's your like Hollywood? Who's your crushes? Like
Renee's
Hollywood
right now at the
crushes?
door going, who's your fucking whole pass? Who's your goddamn whole pass?
But
Like
no,
what are
yeah,
your top
I-
three? Like
I
what
haven't
kind of
even-
woman
I
or
haven't
who are you
even-
attracted to?
I haven't even talked or thought about hall passes with her.
Yeah.
No, I mean like.
Who was your first crush? Who was your first crush? Who's
Oh my
your
God,
who's
like-
your
like-
woman?
Like a Sandra Bullock back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
She looks pretty good now too.
Yeah, she does. She does. But I say back in the day because I mean I'm taken now.
Yeah,
So.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, and of course as a guy, the Charlie's Angels, Farrah Fawcett, and all of them.
Oh.
Oh
it's
my
like, you know,
god, yeah. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Fucking so what's your favorite part on a woman?
Well,
What's Michael Myers' favorite part on a woman?
the vagina.
What? No. I don't go the penis. The penis.
No, but you're not putting anything in. I mean,
That's true. What is your
No,
favorite part on a woman?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I think. I mean, if I look at a woman and I notice certain areas, I'm like, oh,
No, okay. You
Pretty
don't have like
damn good.
one distinct like me. I'm a back. I like a back. I love a back.
I'm a hands and arms and
I
teeth.
love a back. I love to look at the
Yeah.
backs of men.
I mean, it varies. It varies all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, like if you're walking somewhere and you see a nice booty in front of you, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
I
You
knew
know what I
it.
mean?
I knew
Booty,
you're a
it was
booty.
a booty.
I knew you're
Or-
a booty.
Or you see a nice pair of
Set of
tatas, you
boobies.
know? It's like,
Tatas.
tatas.
The rack. I thought you were gonna say a rack.
So if you could have one or
But I
the
like a
other,
tiny rack.
are you
A tiny rack.
oh,
Tiny
tiny
rack.
rack.
I'm a tiny rack guy.
I'm still a tiny rack. I'm still a tiny rack. Okay, so Scout and I played this game before. I thought it'd be fun. I just remembered.
Oh my God,
the-
are you gonna play it?
let's do
Damn.
this. She's a 10, but
I need,
Okay.
I need more
explain
water.
explain to
okay.
Tyler though.
You explain it to him.
Okay. So we're gonna say like she's. Oh, here's an example. We'll give an example.
He's a 10, but has really long nose hairs that he won't cut.
Would you get with him or not? Tyler's like, I wouldn't get with any guy. Okay, so she's a 10. She's Farrah
Let me
Fawcett.
pull my.
Drop dead gorgeous. Farrah Fawcett is coming your way. She's
But-
a 10. But
She's
So
married.
tell us what. She's married. Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Like, no,
But she's-
don't touch
no, that's good. That's great. Don't touch her. I won't touch
No,
you.
no, you are
You're
married.
married.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a
what
big
about
no-no.
what about she's a 10, but
Has
she has
really
bad
stinky
breath.
feet.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Stinky
both
feet,
of
bad
them-
breath.
both of those
Really
are
smelly
like-
feet.
Yeah. No.
Is smell like really a thing for you? Does that bother you as much as it bothers? Like, I just
I
wonder to
Um,
men, is smell like very?
I
Does
mean,
it?
it's
does-
one of your major senses, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like. I
would
think
you not
that's-
date
I think
someone
that's what
because of their
attr-
smell?
If it turns you off, yeah.
Well,
Would
yeah.
you not
I mean,
date
like,
someone?
because I mean, that's part of it. You got the visual and you got the smell of the person, and you know, you don't. It's like, oh, hey, you look great.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're not going to go in there with a clothespin, you know.
No, dude,
gun.
no.
You know?
I can't.
Not
I
happening.
can't.
Okay, so who made the first move? Renee or you?
I'm going to say me.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Did you go? Can you set this up? Was this at like a? Was this your
Well,
first kiss?
Well, yeah. Well, how we met we met at a
Mhm.
comic book convention.
That's dope.
Of all places.
That's cool. That's cool.
And it was at Chicago Wizard World, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm probably never going to see this girl again. And then I found out that she was in L.A. and I was there, but I was still going through my divorce.
Okay.
So I think we exchanged numbers the first time, and then I said, "Oh yeah, I'll give you a call." And then I was still going through this divorce. And I was like, I really want to call her, but I got to get this shit taken care of. And my divorce ended up being 4.5 years. But so I went back the next year to see if she was still there. And I'm looking up, like, I'm checking out the Top Cow booth, and there she was.
Aww.
And then, I went over to her and said, "Oh, hey." She goes, "You didn't call." I'm like,
yes, you did. Oh my God,
I'm
I
like,
love
damn
it.
But then from after that, then, we went to a thing at the Universal Studios. And I go, first time I took her out, I go, I don't know where we're going. Something stupid. So we turned the corner, and then right there, we're both on the Trinitron,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck. Okay. Hi.
Aww.
And so, yeah. And then we've been together ever since.
Oh my God, I love it. By the way, so your ex-wife took
4 years.
18 years out of your life, really?
Yeah.
Because of the marriage and then
What takes so
Yeah.
long to get a divorce? Just
4.
bullshit, right? People
Yeah,
just fucking with each other.
I could
Well,
tell you
also-
stories. I could tell you stories, and
Them not
people
wanting
would
to
not
sign.
believe them. I mean, yeah, Scouts heard some of them.
Yeah, that
And
woman
it's-
put you through a lot.
Yeah. So
I'm
and
glad. I'm glad that you got out of that.
Yeah, it was a crazy expensive shit, and then like Renee would be like, "Why are you still with us?" Because she had the kids, and I was trying to take care of the kids, and it got to the point where I just had to figure it out and get it done and taken care of as quick as possible. But still, her lawyers would drop her, and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I was accused of being a hitman and all kinds of shit, I'm like,
Hitman? What do you mean? Like
a
killing
hitman.
people?
Yeah.
Yeah, hitman.
Yeah.
This woman was off her rocker.
Here's one for you. I flew in the night that Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson were murdered.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
And I was accused of being the killer. She said,
You're kidding me. You're
No.
fucking kidding me.
No,
By who?
no.
By her?
By her. She even called the LAPD, And-
What is happening?
Were you a suspect? I mean, did they have to
no,
contact you, or they
no.
just were like, she's crazy?
She's crazy, And I played golf with Daryl Gates at the time, who was like the police chief, and
Whoa.
and I was playing with a bunch of cops, and then I'm telling him the story. He's like, "We know who did it. You're fine."
Oh my God.
So, but it's like that's
But
the kind of
that's
crazy shit.
scary.
That's the kind of scary shit that I was dealing with. And I mean, when I had the kids with me in California, she called the cops saying that I was abusing my son. And of course, the
Man.
cops come to the door with guns ready to get drawn. I'm like, whoa, And, they had the social worker come and everything. And luckily I documented the way the kids were living at their house. So I was showing them the pictures and stuff. And they're like, holy shit. And they're like, where does she live? I said, she's not even in this state. They go, well, how could they call in a complaint? I go, I don't know. You tell me. You guys took the call,
Yeah.
So,
Damn,
but anyhow,
man.
next question.
I feel like women get away with like a lot more when it comes to children having kids. I feel like men go through a lot in divorces.
Yeah.
well,
women are crazy.
Women
They're angry.
are nuts.
I'm sure there are many men that
But
are
see,
too.
that's what I'm saying. You cannot falsely accuse someone. It will fucking damage or ruin someone's life so quickly. Like, you cannot do that kind of shit.
I know.
Right.
Like, be an adult.
But you know what? Everybody tries to go into it and say, okay, we're going to have an amicable divorce.
It's never.
I mean, I know a few people that have had amicable divorces, but most of them end up a clusterfuck. Pardon my language.
Why is there so much anger, you think?
I don't know. It's just the shit that humans put in their brain, thinking about the other person, and instead of dealing with what's actually happening, you build up all kinds of bullshit in your head, and you start believing that bullshit, and then it's like, that's the bullshit you're going to run with instead of actually finding out what really is the situation.
Yeah. And not to scare anybody out there with divorce. I mean, I obviously, I believe in working on your marriage, and, but if it is something that is, obviously making you very, very unhappy in your life, I do think that divorce is...
Get the fuck out.
I really don't
Yeah.
think... I know a lot of people are like, look as divorce as like shame or failure or whatever.
Everybody gets divorced.
Well-
No, almost everybody gets divorced.
Well,
It's like,
but the thing is, for a guy, it's like, it's, for me, I'd worked so hard to build up what I had, and then I'm like, I'm going to lose all of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where, like I say, it's like, I'm either going to get flushed down the toilet with her because she's ruining everything, or I'm going to cling to the bowl and pull myself out and start again.
Yeah.
And that's what I
Yeah.
did. That's what I had to do.
Start your life again.
Yeah.
Did you feel a sense of like you could breathe again
Oh yeah.
when you went through that process?
It's a hard process because you're starting from scratch. But
Yeah.
then by the time the divorce was finalized, I ended up with full custody of the kids, and that tells you something right there.
yes.
Yep.
So, and it's been great ever since. So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Do your kids have any relationship with her?
They talk to her on the phone every once in a while. I mean, I think since the divorce, she's maybe seen them 2-3 times max.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I don't understand women or dads, men or women
Yeah.
that don't
Yeah.
have a relationship with their children.
And well, of course, it's the blame game. It's all my fault.
Yeah, it
but
is.
I mean,
That's what I was gonna say.
But if someone isn't going to tell you where they're living and what they're doing, I'm not going to put my kids when they're 6 and 7 on a plane and go, oh,
No,
go for
fuck
it.
no.
You know,
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a flight risk right there.
No way. No way.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I just had a deja vu moment.
You did?
Literally in the middle of this conversation. of
Maybe
that.
you've had this conversation
I
before.
literally just had a deja vu moment. It's so insane. And it is funny because, like I went through a situation with my dad getting custody of me, and then my mom, and then I did not see my mom at all. And it's really hard to like not resent
Hell
your
yeah.
families, but
Right.
you do understand like your parents are really just trying to protect you.
Right.
So it's good to see both sides of the story with, it was just nice to hear your overview.
Yeah.
because I was
And
like,
hey, now they're adults. If they want to go see her, they can go see her.
They can
And,
go see her.
and she can go see them. It is what it is,
Yeah.
but when I'm the custodian of them, I'm not going to put them at risk for bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
They've
Yeah.
been through enough, so.
Oh, I love that. Okay, wait, to end this whole thing,
Uh-oh. What is she going to ask you?
Sabretooth or Michael Myers?
Oh, come on. You know he's
Fucking
going to
think
answer.
Think this through right now, Tyler.
For what? Which would I rather be?
In
Or
bed.
In bed.
Who do you think would be better in bed?
Sabretooth
or
Mi-
Michael Myers?
Wait.
In
Actually,
bed?
fuck it. No,
In
I want to
bed?
know, what
I'll
is
tell you,
Sabretooth
I'll
like
tell
in
you.
bed?
Tell me.
Sabretooth.
Tell me Sabretooth. Break it down. I want... You
You bring
think?
the claws out.
Yeah, baby. Michael's a virgin, right?
Michael's a virgin.
You wouldn't
isn't
know
he?
what the fuck to do with
yeah,
it.
he didn't know what to do. He'd just pin you to the bed and it'd be over.
Yeah, I mean,
Just the tip,
Do you see
baby.
how many women are like, "What? You pin me in the bed. You pin me in the bed." Oh, Tyler, thank you so much for joining us.
What do you have
Yeah,
going on right
yeah.
now, Tyler? Where can people find
what
you?
do you got? I know you got shit
Oh
going
my
on.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, you
Can
can.
you announce any of it?
We're working on a graphic novel. So
Cool.
it's called The Last Spartan. Imagine Sons of Anarchy meets True Detective and dealing with human trafficking. So
Wow.
I've been diving into that world and bringing myself up to speed with the whole human trafficking problem that we have in the U.S. and worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a very serious problem, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
most people don't want to even deal with it because they're like, oh, it's not affecting me, but it's actually right around the corner. It happens in the United States more than people know. It happens with family. It happens with loved ones. It happens, you know, in various situations. And it isn't just sex trafficking. It's labor trafficking. It's all kinds of trafficking, any kind of human trafficking. So I've been
Jeez.
kind of dealing with all of that, and I'm wanting to put something together that helps bring a solution to the problem, solve the
Yeah.
problem of the human trafficking. But you're never going to do it. But it's whether it's helping the victims recover from something stressful, or you know, just helping the
Yeah.
community deal with it. But
Also light on the subject too.
right,
you
just
know?
bring the more people bring to it and realize that it is actually happening is very, very important.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, every time I go to a convention or something and I start talking to people about that, you know, I've talked to psychologists and nurses that deal in the field and stuff. And they go, wow, I'm glad that you're really doing something about that because it is a serious problem. And I talk to them, and it's happening in more places than we know, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Man, that's heavy. That's so. I've seen your stuff on it, so I'm very excited for you guys. It looks really cool,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that it has like meaning behind it, and you guys are so passionate about it.
Yeah.
Are you able to share the other information that you have, or not yet?
I don't think I can yet.
Ah, damn. Okay. All right. So, sorry.
Stay tuned.
Sorry, stay tuned. Fucking
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
go
You know-
follow Tyler. He's got some
Yeah.
good shit coming up.
Yeah.
He's got some, where can they follow you?
The Real Tyler Main on Instagram, tylermain.com, mainentertainment.com. Sign up for the newsletters because we are going to be doing a program pretty soon and
Nice.
dealing with that. So yeah,
Do you do autographs online?
I do, but I don't like
Not
to do
active.
them. I do them, you know, and they're there, but I prefer to meet the people in person so I can talk
Yeah.
For
to
sure.
them and say,
Yes,
you
too.
know, because that's where when you see their joy of meeting us, it's kind of really cool, you know.
Yeah, we love it. We
Yeah.
have so much fun.
And we're nice to
Right.
people because we love and appreciate our fans.
Yeah.
Tyler, thanks for cheering me up. You literally came at the right time.
It's
Literally the
perfect.
perfect time.
Perfect. I was like, thank
Thanks
God
for cheering
Tyler
us up.
is
Yeah,
going to
this
be
is-
on.
This is a good one.
Scout, stop the crying. I don't want to have to
I
call for
know.
a van. If I have
I
to call for a van,
Gotta get out of here.
Right.
Scott's crying again. I was like, how fitting is it that I'm crying and Tyler's about to fucking come on right now? I was like,
Again.
Jesus. How many times
Again.
this man has seen me cry in real life? I cannot.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you so much,
love you,
guys.
Tyler.
Thank you.
You'll have to tell that story about the van to you guys as fans because it
I think
was
we
dealing
have.
oh, you have because it's dealing
Yeah.
with Danielle. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have for sure.
Yes.
I tell that. I think I cried when I was telling that story.
She did.
I always cry. Oh,
You're
thank
just
you guys
a mess,
so-
kid. You're a mess.
I am a mess. I am a mess, but I'm an engaged mess.
Yes.
You're an
You know what I'm
engaged hot mess.
saying?
There you go.
You're
Yeah.
a hot mess.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you,
please,
guys.
Yeah, please follow us.
happy almost Halloween,
Yes,
everybody.
happy almost Halloween.
Yes.
Make sure
And
if you want to watch the episode, you guys got to join Patreon to see Tyler and Scout and I, and follow us obviously on Instagram, Talk Scary to Me Podcast.
And thank you for taking it easy on me, guys. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
we
know I
did.
know you too.
Easy.
We did.
I was like, we're not gonna ask Tyler what he uses to masturbate.
Yeah, I mean, I did want to. I wanted to ask you about sex toys. But on that note, happy Tuesday,
Tuesday.
everybody. Bye.
He's running.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Tyler.
Thanks for having me on. Love you guys.
Send our love to Renee.
Will do.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, I love him.